Okay, so I'm not going to bury the lead with this video. People are going to be asking, are the Salnotes Zero a better buy over the Moondrop Chew? Short answer, yes, they are. As you can see here on the Zero, no fixed cable, no weird condensation issues causing channel imbalances for where one side will sound lower than the other. And yeah, so after I wrapped up my Moondrop Chew review, the volume is the issue is still occurring. Now the Chews, they do sound great, but they're too much of a headache. Tech specs, I'm going to talk about driving the Salnotes Zero. Now when I was testing these last night, I was using my Pixel 6 Pixel game and the Google DAC, or a little dongle thing. This is pretty much how I was driving them. Also, I said in my unboxing that the little red dot near the pins was for the right. Actually, I was wrong, because the left and the right, they both have those little dots. So yeah, thought I feel dumb. So I'm gonna go ahead and just plug these in and make sure I got them in here right. Make sure I got them on the right side actually. And I am going to test out the little USB-C dongle that you get with the smartphone. I noticed that with my A52s, which is a Samsung phone, using this DAC with it, it does not work right for whatever reason. I don't know what the hell Samsung's doing. It seems like if you want to use like Samsung products, you got to use Samsung accessories as well. The reason I'm doing this is because check this out. Check this out. Boom, fast. So yeah. Now the Salnotes Zeros have an impedance of 32 ohms, which is standard. Like I said, you can use an inexpensive dongle to achieve adequate sound, or you can use a headphone jack if your phone has one on your mobile device. But if you got something a little more robust, like a DAC, you can also use this too. Now, using a DAC is going to give you more clarity and detail. But yeah, a dongle is more than enough. So because you can like drive these in multiple ways and the sound doesn't really change that much, I'm going to give the drivability on the Salnotes Zero a 5 out of 5. Next, I'm going to talk about the sound quality, which, whoo, man, listen. I've had a YouTube channel for some time now, and when it came to earbuds, when they were like, you know, really cheap, really inexpensive, the sound quality was not it. But with the 7Hz Salnotes Zero coming in at just $20, and I think you spend like $31, $32 if you get one with an inline microphone on the cable. These sound like excellent, like wow. Like, but let me just go ahead and just say this right now. These IEMs are not for bass. If your music library consists of hip hop and R&B and EDM, you're not gonna enjoy the sound because you're getting very little bass. Your music's gonna sound a little flat. If you're someone who likes to listen to music like, you know, blues, folk, classical, big orchestral music, your music library is gonna sound great. If you listen to a lot of like live, you got like a lot of like deep cuts of like bands performing live, music's gonna sound great. Now, although the Zero has a 10mm dynamic driver, the tuning is new. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of bass. You're getting a light sub bass boost. You know, most IEMs in this price range, around like $20 to $30, they're predominantly V-shaped and nothing else. Say the Zeros are marketed towards like treblehead who want some sparkle and air in their music. So let me back up and talk about the bass. So like I said earlier, the Salnotes Zeros, they're sub bass focused. That is a bass you feel more than you hear. If your library consists of rock and EDM and, you know, R&B, like I said, the Zeros, they're not going to sound that great. So if you're a bass head, you can go ahead and click off this video because these aren't the ones you're looking for. I have some IEMs on my channel. The Audio Legacy 2, those have bass. The oldie but a goodie, the Blonde BL3, those are good bass earbuds and they come in like $38, so you can try those out. There's plenty of V-shaped IEMs out on the market. So let me go ahead and move on to the mid-range, which is, for this price, is really clear and smooth. Now, since you don't get any mid-bass bleed, male and female vocals sound forward without sounding shouty. If you're a treble sensitive person and you bought the Moondrop SSRs and you think they were shouty to you, like to my ears, I guess because I'm 38, like the treble, the upper mids, the lower treble, they didn't really hurt my ears, so I didn't think that they were shouty. But if you thought these were shouty to your ears, then yeah, you'll enjoy listening to music on these. The mid-range, to me, it sounds great. It's well balanced with high clarity. Now to discuss the treble, which is extended really well. You're getting plenty of air now to my ears. Now, to those of you who are treble sensitive, these can be a little harsh or overemphasized. If the treble is too much to you, I would suggest either lowering the volume. You can change the silicone tips, although if you're gonna spend 20 bucks on these, you probably aren't gonna want to. But yeah, in my unboxing video, the Salnotes Zeros, they have a multitude of silicone tips that you can try out. So you got that. Or you can just EQ them to have the treble not be so overemphasized. Now, acoustic instruments and vocals are reproduced very well. So with all of that being said, too long didn't read, the Salnotes Zeros, they're not for bass heads because they have a neutral tuning. They have controlled mid-range. They're great for vocals and instruments. I was listening to all kinds of music yesterday. Hall & Oates, Elton John, Pet Shop Boys, Simple Minds, Steely Dan, Dire Straits. Like a lot of like easy listening music. And it sounded great, especially when it came to vocals. Like it's so much detail. Like when Billy Joel was playing the piano, oh man, it sounded great. So yeah, if you want to get these and you think that the treble is a little too spicy for you, try EQing that treble down. You can download the Wavelet app. I'll leave links down in the description for EQ apps that you can use to try and lower, or you can decrease or increase certain frequencies with these. But like out of the box, to me, they sound so much good. Now the Moondrop Chew, I would say like in the mid-range and like the lower mid to like the upper treble region sounds a little bit better. I was testing out, actually let me just go ahead and pull them out, show them on camera. So yesterday I was testing out the Moondrop SSRs, and I've already got extensive test time with the Chews. I would say that the Chews out of these three, when it came to as far as like neutral sounding IEMs go, the Chews do sound the best. But I've had way too many problems with the Chews. I really wish that they would have done like a cable where you can just take it out, and the whole clog filters thing. Now when it comes to the Moondrop SSR, between the Salnotes Zero sounded a little better to me than the SSR. And the SSRs, they are a neutral set as well. You're getting the good bass. I felt like the sub bass slam on the Zero, it had a little more impact. It had a little more attack to it than the SSR. But that's just me. That's just me in my ears. I do enjoy listening to these. I've listened to these for like over 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Great sound. Great sound. So to wrap up this video, if you're looking for some affordable IEMs that are punching above their weight class, now technicality isn't great, but I can't complain for a set that's 20 bucks. 7Hz, they did a whole lot for less, which is more than I can say about the Chews. I mean, yeah, they sound great, but why can't y'all use something besides the fixed cable? So neutral sounding IEMs, detachable cable, multiple silicone tips, all for $20. You can't beat that. So if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, click that bell icon. And with that being said, enjoy your life, enjoy your sound. I'll see you in the next video.